tutoring services will become much more visible in the Learning Commons. The Learning Commons is going to be center stage. It's going to have coffee, which always brings students in, and food, and student activities. And then there will be instructional help and computers, as well as the library and the reference librarians. And tutoring is going to be right smack dab in the middle of it. So my goal has always been to eliminate the stigma of tutoring. And when tutoring is kind of in the basement or in the back room, it kind of feels like, oh, I shouldn't go there. But by bringing it up close, up front and center, and we'll have a beautiful space with big windows facing to the north and bright natural light, and we'll be well integrated with the other services that will be provided in the Learning Commons. It'll make it more fun. It'll make it more enticing for students to come in. I think that that will be the greatest impact. So the services that will be provided in the class project will be an integration of services that we've already had. In the past, they've been separated. And this Learning Commons will bring the library, which includes the reference librarians, and the computers that the library provides, together with the IT help desk. So a lot of students are starting to bring their laptops, and when their laptops don't function correctly, they would have to go to the basement of Building 2 to go to the help desk. Well, now if they're in the Learning Commons and their computer's not working, they can just go to the help desk and get immediate assistance, which will then streamline their own work. It won't be like having to run all over campus. Concurrently, student activities will be there. Student activities generates a lot of activity with students who don't normally use tutoring services necessarily, or other services. But by having them in the same space, we'll have more integration of students who are engaging in the college in non-academic ways through student activities. And that will bring more integration among the student body and help people help one another. Having tutoring in there will normalize tutoring. It will make tutoring for all students, not just the struggling students, because everybody needs help in something at some time. So I think the integration of all of those services, along with coffee and ports for people to plug in their technological devices, will keep more people on campus longer. And that will then encourage student engagement, thus student success. Many studies have shown that the more students are engaged in their institution, meeting faculty, using resources, participating in student government or theater, music, any of the college activities, the more engaged students are, the more success they achieve, and the more likely they are to stay through completion. It's building community. As human beings, we are a nature that needs people. And so by building community, people are more happy to stay. If they have friends in classes that they're meeting with outside, they'll do it on campus instead of just going straight home and then the TV's there or the family's there and they get distracted and life happens. So by keeping the students on campus longer, engaged in academic as well as non-academic activities, that gives the students a sense of community. And that community feels good. And then they want to stay longer. And while they're here, then they may as well just do their homework, and then they get it done, and then can go home, and they don't have to deal with it at home. So it is a very strategic and successful practice. I think the students' everyday lives will be impacted because Lane will be a place to stay. It'll be a place to come and do your work and stay to complete your assignments. And then that will free up students' time when they are off campus to do other life activities. Most of our students have full lives. They are not only students. They have jobs and families. They are caring for elders. They have everything that a busy person has. They're just taking classes on top of that. And our newer students don't yet realize that they need to spend twice as much time doing homework as they do in class. So a lot of new students come and they think, well, I can fit in 12 hours of class, no problem. I'm working 30 hours a week and I got my kids at night, no problem. But when they realize 24 hours has to be allocated to homework, to really learning the material, time management becomes a big problem. And the students can manage their time better if they stay and do the work with one another. Well, you know, I've had this vision of creating this Learning Commons for the students of 2020 or 2025. And we have the younger generation lives with technological devices. They are living on their iPhone and they're always looking things up and just Google it. And a lot of our programs are still set up a little bit for my age or people a little bit younger who are happy with the paper pencil. I think I have this wonderful opportunity to create a space that will be dynamic. There's so much, there are so many moving parts in young people's lives all the time that they're multitasking in so many ways with their multiple screens and all their ways of receiving information. So I think that this new Learning Commons, if we can really get enough funding to use a technological component that will engage the young people who are used to touch screens, moving screens, then we'll keep the younger people here. My vision is that we've designed a welcome desk, and my vision is the welcome desk has a kiosk touch screen, as is seen in the San Francisco airport. You are here. Where do you need to go? And a listing of all of the services within the building, as well as services on campus. So if somebody's in the Learning Commons because they want coffee, and they need to go to Enrollment Services, which is in Building 1 across campus. Enrollment Services is sometimes very, very busy. Sometimes it's quiet. My vision is there would be a kiosk that they could say, I need to go to Enrollment Services. Bing! And then you see the queue that's happening in Enrollment Services. Right now there are 10 people in line. The average wait would be 2 hours. Oh, okay, that's information. I'm going to stay in the library. I'm going to work with this reference librarian and the writing tutor. I'm going to get on the line there. There's no line. I'm going to do this for a little bit, have some lunch, and then I'm going to go over there. Or I'll check again. And there'll be this I don't know if it's really possible, but I see this interactive kiosk where students can inform themselves about things that are happening in the immediate area as well as in the more expanded area. It might pop up at 5 o'clock on Tuesday night. Hey, bing, there's going to be a theater performance at 5:30 in the Blue Door Theater. Come on down. So they'll more information at their fingertips, ongoing. That's what I want to see. Good. And I just visited 15 colleges. Nobody has anything like that. San Francisco Airport, though. You want to go to Enrollment Services? Bing, I want to go. It routes out the map of how to get there. Nice. I think we can do that.